Hey guys, it is Iffy here for Feeling Iffy. Oh my god, but I'm here at the Vanguard over in Newtown for the one and only JUPiTA. I'm excited. She's going to be joined by Glow, Mammoth, Swamp, and I'm ready to see what they bring to the stage, and I'm ready to see what you also think about it. This is going to be a gig review. I'm excited. You should be too. Let's head inside. If you could describe JUPiTA in one word, what would it be?
Versatility.
Mesmerizing.
Spiritual.
So expansive.
JUPiTA with an ER.
Commanding stage presence, like on stage as well as off stage.
I said one word.
Oh yeah,
I said one word. That's crazy, that's crazy. And to honestly, have you done your homework and listened to the album?
Almost.
Of course.
Yes.
That's what I want to hear.
Honestly, no.
Really?
So I came in fresh. I just got to see it live for the first time, and that was special.
Oh my
Especially,
god.
I feel like it was brought to life by the visuals. It was like a nature documentary.
No,
playing
literally, I
online.
saw the David Attenborough.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, okay,
We
period.
have legit
Exactly.
commentary on top.
Exactly.
Oh.
What song are you excited to hear tonight?
Us too. With a little too.
We have our answer.
Yeah. You got it right here.
Exactly. Thank you.
Has to be Soul Shy. For
Shy
sure.
Soul?
Shy Soul.
Oh my god.
I'm excited to just hear everything with the band.
T, alright, and what are your thoughts so far on the show? We saw Glow, we saw Mammoth. What are your thoughts?
It was cool. I like the height of the stage.
I haven't seen Glow in a very long time, so I really wanted to catch her, and she was amazing. Like, I feel like the last time I caught her was like 2 years ago, and I know she's grown so much as an artist since then. There these like really gentle moments where it got really quiet, and her voice was so powerful but soft. That was really special.
Glow exudes confidence with like ease.
Exactly.
It's so easy to love her. It's so easy to be like wrapped up in her voice. It's so honey-like, and it feels like home.
Yes.
You know? It feels like a home, like, yeah. It just
Of
feels like
course.
home.
And Mammoth?
Steez, bro. Steez!
Agreed.
Cleared.
Agreed.
I haven't called Mammoth before, but I know his reputation is great.
Yeah.
So I was really impressed by him. And then he jumped up with JUPiTA as well.
Exactly. That is true. Forgot to mention that. Oh my god. And what's your main takeaway from tonight?
I'm so glad I came. Live music in our city is special.
Yeah.
That's my main takeaway.
Literally.
Go and support your local artists.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Visually.
Thank you. Okay, it is the next day. I'm here to give, I guess, my final kind of review. And we're gonna go in 4 parts. We're gonna talk about the venue, the crowd, the features, and the main act, which would be JUPiTA. I look a mess. I look a hot mess. So don't fixate too much on here, but more about what's coming out of here. Anyways, I want to start on the venue. So she performed at the Vanguard over in Newtown, and I think that place has about a capacity of just maybe over 150 altogether, standing and seating upstairs. I think the venue was nice. I think it was cutesy. The vibe worked. They were really on spot. One thing I love about the Vanguard, they're so like good with the lighting and the stage set up and all that crap, but just really good in giving support to the artist when it comes to, I guess, the behind the scenes. I really wish that I guess a different venue was picked, only because at that upstairs seating area, I didn't really look too much up there, but I feel like everyone needs to be downstairs and packed to the front and giving energy to JUPiTA and all of her supports. But that doesn't really change my mind too much. I really like the Vanguard. I always will love that venue, so it worked. That kind of takes me to the crowd. The crowd was giving. It was giving. Some points it wasn't giving too much, but it was giving. So as the night would go on, you could kind of see the crowd get a bit more relaxed, get a bit more excited, get a bit more in terms of moving their body, in terms of their stiffness. When Globe was on stage, the crowd was like a couple, 3 meters back, to the back. And it took Mammoth coming on stage for him to then say, move up, we don't stink. And he's correct. And then from then, the crowd moved up, me included. But when JUPiTA came on, there was no sense of we're gonna give her awkwardness. She did have to say a couple times, why are we being so stiff? What's going on here? But overall, the crowd was fine. I wouldn't, yeah. Because if you know me, one thing that gets me by the gig is the crowd. I don't mess with it. Don't piss me off. It's always gonna be the crowd. So we did good on those fronts. I just would say, let's move up from the get-go next time. And don't be afraid to move your body. Don't be afraid to dance, especially with JUPiTA's music. Very expressive, very healing, which I will get into. But I want to get into the supporting artists. So we had Glow, we had Mammoth, Scruffs with Mammoth, and then Swamp as the band supporting JUPiTA. They were all 10 out of 10. I have no qualms, no complaints, no questions. Oh my god, they were all so amazing in their own way. We'll start with Glow. She started first, she was on the stage first, and she was beautiful. She was accompanied by just an acoustic guitar. If you're the guitarist, please let me know because I don't know your name and I don't know anyone, I'm so sorry. But she was just accompanied by a beautiful acoustic guitar, and she holds herself with such poise and such elegance and such grace. She's very beautiful. There was a point right at the very, very end of her set where I don't know what the problem was because she played it off so well. But I think the guitar got a bit crackly. I think that's what it was. And then she had to improv. Babes was improving. Like improvisation to the max. She did really well. And it took me just to the very end to go, oh my god, this is actually not, this ain't a song. This ain't a song. I want to then move on to Mammoth. Insane energy off the bat. Crazy. He was insane. You can really feel his, I guess, emotions. He's an artist that, like, his stage presence is such a 10 out of 10. You are able to quite literally feel his emotions. Whether it's anger, whether it's sadness, whether it's happiness, he will literally give that off to you and let you feel it. Super, super fast paced. I really liked it. And Scruffs on the deck was just a nice added touch as well. He also knew, he knew what he was doing, but I have no qualms, complaints, or questions for either of them either. And then I want to go into Swamp. Before I go into JUPiTA, Swamp is such a crazy band. They are a great band. I love them all. I love the fact that they kind of brought, obviously they would have talked about this beforehand, but I love the jazz elements that were kind of brought into this reworked like IO show. They did their job and they did it well. But I want to go into JUPiTA. She is obviously the main act for this amazing show. And I have so many notes. I'm just gonna go like dot points, right? It was very different to hearing it on streaming, which is what I just said. The whole thing was reworked. It was crazy. It was so crazy, but it was great. She was so seductive. Oh my goodness. She was so seductive. I was like, babes, let me up on stage. She was amazing. A lot of the songs, as I just said, had a little bit of a jazz feel, which was really, really nice. She knows how to own a stage. She knows how to really touch every inch and corner of a stage, how to interact with the crowd. The crowd work was really great as well. Beautiful, beautiful healing energy, and really had moments with the crowd too. I love the fact that she was constantly kind of reminding us to breathe in and to breathe out. She was great at doing that. And also, like, can put us in our feels but make us dance at the same time. How do you do it? What kind of witchcraft? I loved a lot of her props, the singing bowls. I believe they were like clappers, like clapping. I don't know what she had too well, but they were like clapping instruments. She also had a wardrobe malfunction, but you wouldn't have known. All the songs are very, very nice. The song that she ended with was like such a good like energy giver as well. She was amazing. Yeah, overall, that gig was really, really beautiful. I very much enjoyed myself. It makes me very excited. I wish she resides in Sydney so I could continuously see her. But now I just gotta make that trip up to Melbourne. All right, that is my official gig review for JUPiTA at the Vanguard in Newtown. She was supported by Glow, Mammoth, Scruff, and Swamps. It was a good one. What did you think though? Were you there? Please let me know. Those are my thoughts. I'm gonna get out of here. I have breakfast to eat, and I'm gonna give this a name. If you have a name, let me know. But I will see you at Skeleton. Bye bye.